What's up? It's Victor Wilt. Hi, good morning. Looking through the news, and it looks like everybody's still talking politics, as you'd expect. Yeah, it's an election year. Been a lot of upheaval in the political world, so we're going to be putting up with this for probably the next year. Because anymore, we can't just have the election and have it be over. No matter what goes down, there's going to be a ruckus. The whole thing is just so annoying. Right now it's all talking about the swing states. I gotta say, I think that the electoral college system, personally, is really stupid. All right, I get the point of it, to try to give smaller states like ours a little bit more power, but I decided to pull up a Wikipedia page that showed who has won the popular vote throughout all of our elections, all right? The popular vote's just, we add up all the votes. It's how you do every election aside from the presidential election. Whoever gets the most votes wins. And I pulled up the results, and there have only been, like, a few times. Let's see, 1, 2... Was that it? Okay, 3, 4. Those are back a long time ago. I'm not sure when the Electoral College was implemented. I mean, there have only been a handful of times where the popular vote didn't correlate with the Electoral College. So why don't we just get rid of that and just go with the popular vote? Because generally, the popular vote matches up with who wins. Like I said, just a handful of times that it hasn't. Because it puts way too much power in the hands of just a few states. That's why politicians, they only go to like 6 states. Yeah, that's it. 5 or 6, something like that. They're not out campaigning in the big cities. Like, well, these are all big cities, that they end up campaigning in the swing states. But they're not going to go to places like Chicago or New York or LA or, any of these places. Because it's kind of like around here. We know how the voting's going to go. They don't need to. All that matters in our national election is what happens in like Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan. That's it. The only states that matter. So I get, again, why we have the Electoral College system for the presidential election, but I don't think it's working. Because all of that political money just gets dumped into those states, and I think things could get a lot more interesting if we forced all these political candidates to really try to appeal to everybody nationwide rather than those few states. Because these politicians, they don't give a crap when it comes to campaigning about anything except those states. It's dumb. It's dumb. And again, generally, the popular vote matches up with what happens with the Electoral College. I think I saw like 4 times in the history of our country that it didn't. So why not just take that route? Keep it nice and easy and spread that political money nationwide. I'm sure that, local media groups, I'm in one of these, a local media group. I'm sure we would love some of that presidential election campaign dollar. Do you think they're going to spend a single cent on Idaho for the presidential election? No, they're not going to. They don't need to. They need the votes in those 5 states, the only states that matter. But as with anything else that doesn't make any sense, do you think we're going to see any change? No, of course not. People have been brainwashed into thinking we have to do things a certain way. So anyway, that's what's on my mind with getting pummeled by politics this morning. I was reading all this stuff about the swing states. It's like, yeah, it's got to be crazy to live in a big city. Like, you're living in New York. As far as political power or financial power, the center of the planet. And, those votes, they know how it's going to go. It doesn't really matter. The biggest city in the entire country is located in that state. And, politicians don't need to worry about it. It's silly. It's silly. The system's broken. Interesting fact about Eve Sixx that I was unaware of. I've been watching The X-Files with my girlfriend, and one of the episodes was called Eve, and she mentioned, I'm pretty sure Eve Sixx got their name from this episode of The X-Files. Googled it up. Absolutely correct. Had no idea. Anyhow, I was looking at a thread online about cruddy tattoos. What's the dumbest thing you've ever seen tattooed on someone? And these are the kind of stories that I think scare people away from getting tattoos. I don't think you should be worried about getting a bad tattoo. It's just a tattoo. For one, you can always cover it up. You can get a different tattoo and cover it up. Also, if you're new to tattoos, get them in a place where your clothing can cover them up if you're worried about them down the road being stupid. Like all the tattoos I have, I got when I was 18, because that's when I could afford to do so. Tattoos were much more affordable. Everything was more affordable in general. Right now, I would love to get more tattoos, but I cannot afford that whatsoever, unfortunately. So, I would probably pick different things now for my tattoos, but I still like them because they're a reminder of when I was 18 years old. And, if I really hated them, I could cover them up with something else. But, even if you get a really dumb, terrible tattoo, it can be funny, and it's just a tattoo, but it's always there. Well, again, you can cover it up, but also if it is always there, who cares? I don't know. I guess to me, it's not that big a deal to have. I got scars like, my cat scratched me and it ended up scarring out and I can't get rid of it. It's always there. I got a scar above my eyebrow from where some piece of crap at a concert in Salt Lake hit me with a bottle or a glass and split my eye open. That was annoying. And the scar is always there. Oh, well. Let's look at some of these dumb tattoos, and I'll see how dumb I think they are. All right, the most upvoted comment was, my dad tattooed his high school girlfriend's name on his arm and covered it up with a naked woman when they split. All right, so which part of it's the dumb tattoo? Is it the naked woman? No, you probably shouldn't get someone's name tattooed on you unless it's like your children or something. And even then, I don't know, they could do something that would make you want to disown them. You should try to avoid disowning your children if you can. I would tattoo my kids' names on me. For sure. I'm really proud of my kids. They both turned out amazing. I can't believe it. They're so much better. So much better of little people than I was at their age. It's unbelievable. They're mind-blowing. But anyway, even if, like I said, he covered it up. So you can get somebody's name tattooed on yourself. Gives you an excuse to go get a new tattoo later. Be careful if you're getting symbols tattooed on yourself. A girl thought she was getting I think it was a Japanese symbol that meant poison, but it actually meant fish, which is funny. Even if it turns out the symbol was incorrect. I don't know. To me, what's that tattoo mean? Fish. Why? I screwed up. That's a good tattoo to me. I would hope she doesn't cover it up just because it's funny. There's a story there. Something to talk about. Let's see. My neighbor bought himself a tattoo kit for himself and offers free tattoos to his friends. He practices on himself and he has zero artistic talent. So you can imagine the messed up crap he has on himself. His arms look like a 5-year-old has gone mental with their crayons on him. I just wish I could get some pictures of his creations. All right. Everybody's got to learn somehow, right? I think your cruddy tattoos all over yourself from trying to learn how to tattoo. I think those are good tattoos. You know, it's your body. All right. Just because other people think that he looks like an idiot, whatever. You know, you're only on this planet one time. If you really want to learn how to tattoo and you have zero artistic talent and you want to cover yourself in horrible tattoos, more power to you. That's what I say. Now, I don't know if I'd want to get a tattoo from a terrible tattoo artist, but also I might just because it's funny. And I take tattoos not seriously. Not seriously at all. I mean, I've got a big skull on my leg. Come on. I don't know what you'd call the things on my arm. I got a lot of skulls. I got 2 skulls, and this other thing's sort of skull-ish. It's very metal. All right? Very childish. What else do we got for bad tattoos? Love me or hate me, just accept me. But they spelled accept E-X-C-E-P-T. Instead of accept, A-C-C-E-P-T. That's funny too. That's funny too. All right? If you're dumb and you didn't read the sentence on the stencil before they started drilling into your arm or wherever you put it, I think it's funny. And how do you know it wasn't intentional on their part? Maybe other people don't take tattoos very seriously. This one's pretty funny. There was a woman who was getting a tummy tuck. She had lost a bunch of weight, so she goes into the doctor, and she had this little cartoon cowboy on her lower abdomen or hip. And by the time the surgeon had removed the excess skin and sewed her back up, she just had a hat, just a cowboy hat. Now, that's pretty funny, too. And you could add on to that one somehow, you know? See you later, partner. Or so, I don't know. Now, this one is just, the guy is dumb. The tattoo's probably fine, but the person who has it is dumb. Guy got a tattoo of a compass and said, I got it done so it's always showing true north. I'm guessing it points up. Oh, some people don't understand how things work. It's pointing, look. It's on my chest. It's always pointing true north, up at the sky. His friend's trying to explain to him, like, dude, that's not how it works. No, come on, look. Well, maybe if I'm laying down. No, actually, if you're laying down, you have a better chance of it showing true north. All right, buddy? Let's talk about shopping. How about we talk about shopping? A survey found that the average American spends 62 minutes shopping online every week, about 54 hours a year. That's more than 2 days of your life a year. Makes me feel better about the time I've spent playing, Red Dead Redemption or Zelda Breath of the Wild, because that was many days of real life time. 62 minutes shopping online every week. Now, does scrolling the Facebook market for dumb garbage, that does count, doesn't it? I'm not as bad with the online shopping as I was in the last year. I had a lot of things I had to replace around the house. And so I spent a lot of time online shopping. I'm sure I contributed to this statistic here because I'm one of those guys. I'll dig in, look at all the reviews, and I'll smash my head against the wall going, oh, which item? I don't know which one to get. What do I do? And then I finally pick something, and usually it ends up being fine. But 62 minutes a week? It's a lot. It's a lot of time spent wasting time, an hour every week. But, okay, what's worse? Online shopping or reading Facebook? Facebook is much worse for your mind to read through. Makes you all, disappointed with society. You wonder what's wrong with the world when you start looking at Facebook. Like, how are people this way? How can they really think this way? We're all doomed. We're all doomed. Yeah, I think you're better off online shopping. So, yeah, I'm cool with it, but just don't blow money on things you don't need to. Try to shop reasonably. And don't hide purchases from your partner. Another part of this survey is they're like 2/3 of couples are hiding purchases from each other. Like people are buying shoes and hiding them in the toy box or new clothes in gym bags. I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't pool their finances. I don't know. If you're living together and you're having to hide your new shoes, y'all got some communication problems you got to work out. That's ridiculous. Don't hide purchases from your partner. You can't see this new t-shirt. It's totally up. You're not going to be able to wear the clothes. All right? If you have to hide them, what's the point? You're not going to be able to use them. People are so weird. Just talk to one another. Be like, hey, I saw a t-shirt I really want. And then they're like, yeah, but listen, you can't wear that in public. It says horrible things. Come on, but I really want it. I'll only wear it around the house. Okay, all right. All right. Let's see. We got a Japanese brewer trying to help people drink more responsibly with a special glass that's shaped like an hourglass. I'm looking at a picture of it here. The glass to help beer go down slower. You know how it is? Crack yourself a cold one and slam it down. Then you're like, oh yeah, that was 9% IPA. What am I doing? Out of control. Need the hourglass glass. All right. Supposedly takes about 3 times as long to drink from as a regular glass. Therefore, promoting drinking at an appropriate pace. I think this is a great idea. Yeah. In a monitored survey, 15 out of 16 drinkers said the glass made drinking more difficult. What about that other 1 out of 16? Yeah, you can't stop me, man. No glass is going to stop me from pounding this down. I'm looking at a picture of the guy, though. The bottom of the glass is filled with beer, and he's got it tipped all the way back, and there's nothing going into his mouth. So I'm guessing that 1 out of 16 guy who's like, hey, you can't stop me, was just already hammered. Like, it's working fine. This glass is no different from any other. He broke the glass. Look it. I'll show you a glass. Yeah, no, I do think this is a pretty good idea. However, there are only about 20 of them in existence. So, if you want to slow down the pace of drinking worldwide, you're going to have to get to mass manufacturing like ASAP, buddy. ASAP. 20 of these ain't going to cut it. I mean, how many people we got pounding beers at the local bar right now? I don't know. I've never been to the bar at 7 a.m. Is it even open? I don't know. Let's go find out. Oh, jeez. No, don't do it. All right? Don't drink at 7 a.m. All right? Sometimes just because you can doesn't mean you should, okay? Take it from me. I've not drank at 7 a.m. I'm just saying, in general, just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's good life advice, all right? Analyze your situation. Make a decision that's wise. Sorry that I can't hook you up with an hourglass beer glass, but, maybe eventually these will be available worldwide. And I think they need them in the age of the triple IPA. I really think these could be helpful for people. Yo! How's it going? It's Victor Wilt. Welcome to the program. Appreciate your company. All right, what's going on in the news here? I've got way too many tabs open with political related news. Not going to get into it, but I think I'm actually enjoying reading the political news today. When's the last time you heard that out of me? I don't know. Just seems a little bit more exciting. Yeah. I got to say that all of the chaos that's happened, in the last week or so, this shuffling of things, I think it's made everything a lot more interesting. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. All right. What else is going on here? Housing market looking better. That's what the news says. One news article that perhaps the housing market issues are getting better because people are starting to cut the prices they're asking for on homes in certain markets. So, those of you who've been waiting and like, oh, we want to buy a house, it may potentially be improving out there. I tell you what, I would love to see those interest rates come down. I got this letter in the mail yesterday, and it was from the original lender that refinanced my house before they, sold it to somebody else. And it was weird because it was offering like a home equity loan. Hey, we'll give you this much money, and then you get a new mortgage for this amount, and it'll be at this interest rate. And it was a significantly less interest rate than I have right now. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, wait a minute here. Couldn't I do this deal and then take all that, all that money you were going to give me and just put it back on the principal and be right where I started, except a way lower interest rate? I got to call them up and be like, what's the deal with this? Because I would sure love a lower monthly payment. That would be great. That would be great. What they try to do, though, I'm sure, is they try to rope you into keeping that money, because they know you're going to spend it on something. All right, what do I need? What do I need? Dolce & Gabbana fridge for my dining room? No. Too afraid to spend money on things that aren't, at least appear to be a necessity. But it was weird. Like, have refinance rates gone down? What is this scam? But it was from a company I've dealt with. So, far as I know, refinance rates have not come down. I wish they had. Let's see, rates decline as of yesterday. They still don't look great. They've declined from, some of the peaks we've seen recently, but still looking like the same cruddy rate I've got for the last year. Take my money, banks. Just take it all. Okay, sorry. Things are supposed to be improving. That's what I've seen in the news. So we'll hope so. We'll hope that things are improving. Because I want people to be able to do things like buy a home or have affordable housing. So you could get yourself a burger every now and again without having to stress about it. With the way burgers have gotten to be as far as price goes, you should be able to not stress over a burger. All right. Anyway, that's the news. Ooh, I found a list that I'm taking some notes on here. A list of movies that fill you with overwhelming dread. Now, these type of film experiences are not for everybody, but I like them. I like them a lot. I don't know why. Especially if I'm sick. I've talked about this before. I tend to watch things that make me go, well, it could be worse. Documentaries about natural disasters or horror movies and things that fill you with overwhelming dread. And a lot of the movies being named on this list, I have not seen. I figured we'd see maybe Hereditary up toward the top. It's on the list eventually, but yeah, that movie's just got that going the whole time. Requiem for a Dream, another classic, just fill you with dread as you just watch it. Like, oh, why? Why don't these people make a different decision? Haven't watched that in a long time. I need to go back and watch it again. It's always stuck with me, that movie. I've seen it a bunch of times. I think somewhere I might even have a copy on VHS. But I should watch it again. It's an unpleasant movie, that's for sure. The movie Pulse. Never heard of it. All right, Pulse, the original Japanese one. I always mention it when this question comes up. I guess questions about movies that fill you with overwhelming dread. Pulse. There's also a movie called Cure, Japanese movie. It's supposed to be pretty overwhelming. The Road. Okay. Why I've never seen The Road, I don't know. I have multiple copies of the book. Have I read it? No. It's always on the list of like most disturbing reads. Like Jack, it's probably because it was on the same list every time as Jack Ketchum's The Girl Next Door, which is a horror novel based on a true story, and it's the most bothersome thing I've ever read. I mean, it's an amazing book. Stephen King called it the scariest book he's ever read. Jack Ketchum, the way he writes is very powerful, but it's so horrible, so horrible. And the fact that it's based on a true story makes... I was talking with my girlfriend about this one time. Like, there's that Dahmer movie on Netflix, and it's not a documentary. It's like, it's a movie. And there's something about a well-crafted piece of entertainment that it makes that type of subject matter way more disturbing because it's just kind of playing out. It's not written from hey, here's what happened, blah, 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 talking to witnesses. The book, The Girl Next Door, it reads like any other horror novel. And it's all. So the fact that The Road's always on those lists is why I haven't read it. I think there's a copy of it sitting in my room, along with the number of other Cormac McCarthy books that I've got all these books I want to read. And do I sit down and read? No, I need to get to it. I need to do some reading. So I need to put The Road on the list. Eden Lake and The Lodge. Two other movies that I'm like, have I heard of these? I don't think so. And I saw these pop up multiple times as responses from people as far as movies that fill you with overwhelming dread. I don't know. It's kind of torturous to watch that type of stuff, but I just like it. Movie that gets a visceral reaction out of me. Eden Lake and The Lodge. Gonna have to check those out. Now, I have seen Green Room. It's an A24 movie. It's about a band that shows up to play this club. I think it's in Oregon, something like that. Anyway, they show up to play this club, and the club's run by a bunch of Nazis. And it certainly gets to the point that it fills you with overwhelming dread. Yeah, it was a really good movie. It was really good. I liked it. When Evil Lurks. I don't know if I've heard of that movie. Melancholia, same deal. The Dark and the Wicked. Threads. Okay, go see Longlegs while it's in theaters. I do want to see Longlegs. Hopefully it will still be in theaters in about 1 month. Because that's when my lady's coming to visit. That'll be nice. Go to a movie. It Follows. That's a good movie. It's a good movie. Kill List. Never heard of it. Session 9. I haven't seen that since it was new. I'm going to have to watch that one again. I remember really enjoying it. Session 9. And I'm going to bookmark this list. Sorry, I was looking at the phrase Eden Lake again, which had popped up on the list. So, yeah, if you want to watch some bothersome film, there you go. There's a whole bunch of them. And again, not for everybody, but if you're into that kind of stuff, hopefully the internet ain't letting us down. Watch a bunch of boring movies. Freak News powered by Grease Monkey, voted Idaho's best oil change. Why do some people hate those scooters so much? The electric scooters. Like, people lose their minds about these things. Well, just leave them alone, all right? If you start chucking them in the river, you're going to have a bad time. This is a local story. I won't throw the guy under the bus because he's already in the news. But this guy, he's facing some pretty serious charges after throwing 11 electric scooters into the Snake River. All right. The article says, he was wearing a light gray shirt. Then they show his mugshot. It was his work shirt. Clearly, because it has the logo of a well-known company on it. You don't want to be in the news wearing your work shirt. I hope I never end up in the news for something bad, chucking 11 scooters in the river or something like that. But if I was wearing the Riverbend Media Group shirt, that'd be so bad. Because I might be able to get by with be like, that's not me. Because it would have a different name if I was in the news. Like, yeah, I don't know who that guy is. That ain't me. He just looks like me. Okay, but dude, the guy's wearing a Tool shirt. Come on, it's not me. It's not me. Anyway, yeah, serious charges if you monkey with those. Each scooter's worth about $700. So if you chuck 11 of them into the river, we'll just go with that's a lot of money because I don't want to do the math right now. 7 times 11, that'd be $7,700. I don't know. I think it is. So anyway, he also ran from the cops, which I don't think helped him out any. Officers rolled up, they saw him. He was on one of those, for somebody who hates electric scooters, his mode of transport was a one-wheel motorized scooter. They call them a hoverboard. I believe that's what they were talking about here. So he tried to get away. And yeah, you run from the cops on one of those, you're not going to get anywhere. So they got him. And they have to get these out of the river because they could cause, major ecological problems and things like that. Also, if you're aware of how the Snake River works, it's very dangerous. So getting these out of the water, it's not easy. Not easy and also, dangerous. So anyway, if you're using one of these scooters, try to park it in a somewhat reasonable place since they seriously bother some people for some reason. But if they do bother you, don't chuck them in the river. You'll go to jail, and then you'll end up in the news. Let's see. 1 in 3 people think they have a way to strike it rich. 0 in 3 actually do. I mean, if 1 in 3 people had a way to strike it rich, 1 in 3 people would be rich, right? And a lot of people just believe they're going to win the lottery. See, me, I can daydream about winning the lottery. I could buy a ticket every now and again, but I know I'm not gonna. I'm very grounded in reality when it comes to lottery tickets. It is fun to daydream. You kick back and go, all right, when I win 500 million, what house am I gonna buy? And then you start looking at houses in the places you'd like to live, and you go, wow, that'd be really cool. And then you get back to trying to whip up some ramen. Be like, all right, I got to go about my day. I got some chores that need to be done. Time to get to work. All right. Good luck to the 1 in 3 who believe they have a way to strike it rich. Let's see. More unreasonable behavior. A Jack-in-the-Box employee was struck by a car. Driver was very upset that they missed one of their chicken strips in a previous order. So driver walks in's like, hey, last time I was here, I was missing one of my chicken strips. So the store manager's like, oh, we're sorry. Here, we'll give you a chicken strip right now. And then I guess they didn't give her ranch. And I mean, I understand what kind of monster would forget that you have to have ranch with your chicken strips, right? So she spit in the store manager's face, went back to her vehicle. The store manager came out to get her license plate number, and then she just ran her over. This wasn't even Florida. It was St. Louis. Remember to give people ranch, I guess is what this comes down to. You never know what kind of psychopath you're dealing with. Like, if I don't get my ketchup or ranch with my fast food order, I'm bothered by it. I'm not stoked, but I got ketchup packets in my desk here at work, and I got ketchup at home. I don't have any ranch packets here at work, so that could be a bad time. Could be a bad time. But I would not run somebody down with my truck for the lack of ranch. All right, that's unacceptable behavior, and I do not approve of this, even if I can empathize with the person being very upset that they didn't get their ranch. Yeah. What's a plain chicken strip? What kind of, inhuman person eats a chicken strip with nothing on it? You need at least some barbecue sauce or something. You got to put something on it. It's plain. It's like people who eat fries with nothing on them. I don't know. Got to be a little bit suspicious of people that don't put anything on their fries. All right. Oh, here, I'm just going to stand back up here. After this next tune, I'm going to talk with you about why you should stand up like I did. What I need to do is print this article out and leave it on the desk, because about every 6 months or so, I'll come across one of these and go, oh, yeah, maybe you should stand up, bro. You're sitting too much. We'll talk about sitting too much here in just a few. All right, you need to stand up. Stand up. Come on, please stand up. Stand, it's good for you. I was reading a news article called Why You're Probably Sitting Down for Too Long. And the answer wasn't what I would expect. I would expect, because it's comfortable. Have a nice seat, sit back. Feels good to sit down. No, they're blaming it on your work. You know, the change in times. You know, people are working these desk jobs where you're just sitting. Or maybe you're driving the bus. Maybe you work from home. And so you're just sitting around. It's bad for you. Do you know what could happen if you continue just sitting around all the time? You know what that is? It's a form of sedentary behavior. Sitting. That's right. Highly reduced energy expenditure in a seated or reclined position. Oh, yeah, reclined is even better. Sit in that recliner chair and just fall asleep. It's the best. Wonderful. But it does lead to higher risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, premature mortality. That means dying early. Yeah. All that sitting's going to kill you. So I'm standing while I do this break because I want to live. I was thinking about last night. I was kicked back in my recliner. Many hours watching the X-Files. It was great. Oh, that recliner. It's definitely one of my favorite places. You just kick that footrest out, lean back, all of a sudden wake up like 4 hours later. It's awesome. Just sleeping away, sleeping toward that impending death due to your, lack of mobility, lack of being on your feet. Yeah, so what do you need to do? You need to stand up. That's what you need to do. You need to stand. You need to go for a walk. All right? Hoof it. All right, I'm standing. All right? I'll stand for a while. Jeez. No, just Peaches. It's good that you're standing. Don't sit. You'll die. All right?
I was listening to this break on the way here.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm going to go office to office and yell at everybody in here, stand!
Oh.
What are you doing? Stand up!
You're now one of those standing desk guys,
That's right. We need standing desk. I also want a treadmill under my desk.
Well, good luck finding one for me.
Peaches, yeah, you don't work very well with a standing desk, do you? No.
It'd be like down here.
What you would need is a podium.
Give presidential speeches.
And it would look like, every time you walk in, Peaches just working. But it looks like, he's practicing for politics with his Peaches podium. The only
Peaches podium party.
All right, so everybody stand up or you're going to die. Live, stand. Any other messages for people, Peaches?
Well, explain somebody in a wheelchair then.
Peaches, that's messed up, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to mock people who can't
You're like, stand up or die. And I'm just like, what do you mean?
That's, if you can stand, then you should be standing. I was going to grab the seat and sit down.
Oh, no, don't do that. Let's take him out of the studio right now.
I pushed it all the way over there.
Rest of the show, standing up.
Stand for 2 hours?
Yeah.
That's a long time to stand.
Just pretend you're at a concert.
I know, it starts to hurt my feet when I stand at a show for that long.
You brag about your shoes all the time.
Can you imagine if I had worse shoes? If I wore like the crappy shoes Jade wears, those ones that have like a millimeter thick sole. He wonders why, my back hurts. It's because he wears those teenager shoes.
Have you seen
got to
that?
dress your age.
You've seen those videos online, right? About people wearing no shoes everywhere they go.
Yeah, isn't that supposed to be good for you?
It's supposed to be good, and especially if, like, you walk barefoot on grass or whatever.
Yeah, but what about the dookie and the bugs?
What? Oh.
That's what's in the grass.
Yeah.
Dookie and bugs and probably broken glass. You don't know what's in the grass, man.
Syringes on the beach.
Yeah, I ain't walking around barefoot. I don't care how good it is for you. The ground's dirty, all right? You can walk in dirt. That's literally dirty. Well, this one's kind of a bummer. Another one bites the dust. Another what? Another drive-in movie theater. Yeah, we've actually got a number of these around here, or should I say, had. Yeah, the Teton Vu in Rexburg. Going away as of the 24th of next month. You got about one more month to see movies. Looks like currently playing, you've got Despicable Me 4 and Twisters. You know, if you haven't ever been out to a drive-in movie, this does remind me of being a kid. We used to go to the Sunset Drive-In in Pocatello all the time, and it was a great time. When I think back to being a kid, I think going to the old Sunset, one of my favorite things to do. We had these like cruddy speakers. You'd pull up next to the pole, and you had this just cruddy speaker that you'd hook on your window. Eventually, they upgraded, and you could just tune your radio to a certain frequency. Now, the drive-in's not like the greatest cinematic experience, all right? Again, if your vehicle's stereo sucks, the sound ain't going to be great. It's going, you know, over a very small localized FM receiver, so the sound quality, you know, is not like amazing even if you have a great system. And then a lot of the drive-ins around here did upgrade to digital projectors in recent years, giving you a much better viewing experience. But, you know, in the past, I mean, I don't know, it was just kind of a dingy yet wonderful night at the movies. Because you'd get two movies for the price of one. You know, you go get those burgers at the Sunset Drive-In snack stand that were like, you know, I mean, there's no such thing ultimately as a cruddy burger, but they were kind of like the burgers you'd get at school. Get yourself some popcorn, candy. I don't know, I might have to cruise out to the drive-in. There is still a drive-in open in Idaho Falls, I believe. Hang on here. Because we had two of them, but I think one of them shut down. I don't know, since my kids moved away, going to the drive-in, not really a thing anymore. Yeah, I think the Motor View is still open. Motor View actually right by my house as well. I should Long Legs is at the drive-in? Yeah, why ain't my lady here right now? That'd be fun. Take my truck, go see Deadpool and Wolverine and Long Legs at the drive-in right down the road. And they've got a great, 4K projector. So that's cool. That's cool. Support the local drive-in. Now listen, okay, it wasn't a lack of support that led to the Rexburg Teton Vu shutting down, by the way. I don't want people to think that. They actually, when they opened it up about 15 years ago, when they reopened it, they assumed they weren't going to be able to keep it open for very long. It was a temp project. They thought they'd get like 5 years out of it because it was on prime development property. They were leasing the land and figured, okay, you know, eventually they're going to, you know, shut this down and they're going to build, you know, homes and things, which is the case. They're going to be developing 50 townhomes and 120 apartments. So, of course, the comments in the article are, people got to have a place to live. All right, settle down. I know that people are bothered by the fact that people are moving here, but we need housing for people, okay? And we're just going to continue to grow. More people are being born than are dying. So there needs to be places for people to live, all right? So anyway, that sucks. It's a bummer to see it go, but we still do have drive-in theaters in the area. You got the Motor View. And I think out in Driggs, don't they have a drive-in theater there? It's not too far from Rexburg. Driggs Drive-In Theater. The Spud! That's right. The Spud. It's still there in Rexburg, or not Rexburg, in Driggs. What are they showing right now? Oh, they haven't updated their website. Maybe the Spud's not happening. Let's go to Facebook here. Facebook forcing you to log in. I would log in. I'm clicking OK. Oh, I hate Facebook. Well, I don't know what's going on with the Spud. All right. The latest post on their website says, we're closed for a regular 2023 season. Working hard and hoping to see y'all next year. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Might only have the Motor View and then one more month of the Teton Vu. So, okay, plans. Oh, yeah, the Spud. Didn't it burn down or something? Here we go. The reconstruction of the Spud underway. Oh, and Teton Valley News. You know, if I don't pay them $5.20 a month, I can't read the article. All right, we got a caller. Maybe they'll give me the scoop. Okay, caller with the scoop, I'd assume.
Driggs' screen fell over a couple windstorms ago.
That's right. It didn't burn down. The wind blew it down. All right. Cool, man.
Yes.
I knew something had happened. I just couldn't remember. So thank you for the update here. I attempted to look at the news article about the reconstruction of the Spud, but again, I know I shouldn't be cheap and should pay Teton Valley News $5.20 a month, but I need every penny I can get right now.
Yeah, no one's got time for that.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Yep, have a good one.
Peace. All right. See, between me and the listeners, we get you the scoop. It's what we do around here. I kind of want to go to the drive-in movie now. I don't appreciate being spied on. I don't like this, big brother.
That's also coming from the guy who watches his front door like a hawk.
I have a camera there, but this camera in here is only supposed to be used for Zoom meetings with artists and things like that. Why is somebody just staring at my face? And where's it coming from? Because I tried to shut down the camera and it's like, this is in use by another app. Which one? Which one? I don't see any apps open that could use camera. So it does make me wonder if Jade is watching from the other room. Just staring at me, dude, like some kind of creep. Is it Discord? No. I don't know what the problem is here, but I want the camera to turn off. Ha camera, here's what I can do. I'll show you. I'll unplug you. Now you can't watch me, Peaches. Shut you down.
Again, it wasn't me.
Shut you down, bro. There you go. I win. Spying on me. Oh.
Did you turn the wallpaper off of the computer too?
No, and I disconnected the camera. It seemed like it disappeared.
You turned it off. I know you did.
No. Because it was set to go through the variety of space-themed backgrounds.
Oh, so you did switch it.
No, that's what it was always. Oh, well, no, wait. You had the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm
Once
wondering.
again, touching things.
It was on 2 seconds ago. The kid with the birthday party. So, yeah. And, I mean, that's old news. So, sure. Yeah, we should probably change the background. Your birthday was 2 days ago.
No, I'm still going to post that post on the Idaho subreddit, Boise subreddit this morning, as a matter of fact.
All right. Well, if you're going to do that, you need to get around to doing it immediately.
I'm going to right now.
All right. And you're going to Boise, right?
You want to go to that one first?
Yeah, go to Boise. We talked about this yesterday, don't you remember? Because there's probably a lot more crossover between the Idaho Falls and the Idaho subreddit. Let's just go Boise. They'll have no idea. Nobody from the Boise subreddit going to be following the Idaho Falls one, or at least just a handful of people. Because Boise people are smug and they are anti-East Idaho. I've met them. All right, you want to see people trash talk their fellow statesmen, you look at Boise talking about East Idaho. Even though, you know what? They don't got great outdoors in Boise. That's right. We smoke them on great outdoors. You get right outside of town, anywhere East Idaho, our outdoors crush Boise. You got to go all the way to, like, Stanley to get some outdoors, and that's nowhere near Boise. What, you're going to go hang out in, what are some of those other towns? Where does Aaron Paul live with his fancy cabin? McCall. That's right. Get yourself up to McCall, Boise. Oh, good for you. You know what we got? We got Jackson. All right. That's right. It's not even in Idaho. That's where the real rich people live, Boise.
Except,
get out of here with McCall. We're closer to Sun Valley too.
We don't like Nikki Sixx from Jackson because he ignores us.
Yeah, Nikki Sixx. It's a shame upon him that as the radio host on his local rock station, because K-Bear, I have dubbed it Jackson Hole's rock station. The fact that he has not come and hung out with us in this studio when we're an hour away from his mansion. Shame upon... I'm taking all the Motley Crue out of the playlist. On
Good.
K-Bear and on Cannonball.
We're doing our listeners a favor.
We're not going to play it anymore on any radio station in this building. I'm going to call Shaggy, be like, no crew. No crew over there either. Shaggy.
Like, oh, okay, Victor, I'll take that.
That's right. Shaggy will team up with me on this one. And if Nikki Sixx decides to go visit them before us, I can't really do much to Nikki Sixx.
Who's a rival band to Motley Crue? Poison?
Yeah, Poison, maybe. For every Motley Crue song I would play, I play 2 Poison songs. Bret Michaels complimented my band one time. What have you done for me, Nikki Sixx?
Hey,
Nothing.
Bret Michaels is a nice guy. Plus, he's still talented, unlike Vince Neil.
Oh! Now, I do like some Motley Crue songs, and I pointed out that Motley Crue blew my mind when I saw him live about 20 years ago. I don't know if that would be the case if I went and saw him nowadays, because Vince Neil he can't sing anymore. But Nikki Sixx, if he's really playing bass on stage, he does a great job. He did a killer bass solo when I saw him in Boise 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
It was amazing. But until he comes and hangs out in this studio and shows support to his local rock station. And he always touts how he grew up in Idaho, too, in that dump Jerome over by Twin Falls. That town's terrible. I mean, it's not as bad as Burley. But come on, man, you know the pains of growing up in small-town Idaho. You ain't going to come support small-town Idaho radio? Wrong with you, Nikki Sixx?
Didn't Dave Mustaine live in Pocatello for a while?
I think his grandparents did or something.
Well, he was on my show.
Yeah,
He showed up. He called in. He didn't show up. He called in.
Let's see what the scoop on Dave Mustaine and Pokey is, because...
And didn't, Ronnie Radke live here for a little while, too? Or, he escaped to Pocatello or something like that?
What? I don't know about that.
Every single artist that comes out here, there's always that one local person that's like, hey, by the way, they lived here for a little bit, right?
I don't know about that.
I mean, look at Les Claypool. My dad's in Twin Falls.
Yeah, Dave Mustaine and Pocatello, I mean, there's not a lot to pull up here. He lived in Ingham and Pocatello for a little while, is what it says.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, and I think that was the case with Nikki Sixx and Jerome. But he was there for long enough. I've read his autobiography, and I think even in The Dirt, he talks about living in Idaho. And then you're like, I had to get out of there. And he moved to L.A., So he, again, shaming Idaho left and right, Nikki Sixx, by not coming on my show. And moving away to go to what? L.A. to make it as a big rock star? What? You can't make it as a big rock star in Jerome, dude? Come on.
Aaron Paul met as an actor. Look at him. Now he's living in McCall.
I'm pretty sure he moved to L.A. as well. Note to bands, I hate to say it, even in this day and age. I mean, I guess you could break through with TikTok, but I still think you have to move to a bigger city and really grind if you want to make it as a band. It's the worst time ever to try to make it as a musician. You should just give up. Oh. Give up on your dreams.
I like how you say that, and I say the same thing about parents who push their kids with sports. If you're one of those kids, if you're one of those couples, you're both 5'8", and your kid's real short, he's not going to make it at all in sports. I can tell you that much.
What if he's in the right type of sport?
Oh, horse jockey, sure.
Golf.
I mean, that's not a sport. That's a hobby.
It's a sport.
That's an expensive hobby.
It's still a sport, just like
You're telling
bowling.
me John Daly's an athlete?
Dude, now listen. Are you going to try to tell me that golf is not a sport, Peaches? Picture this.
Okay.
You've got this cart, and you sit in it, and you drive
and you
across the grass.
That's what you do.
And you smoke and drink, and you have some little kid carry your heavy bag of clubs.
And you make the kid walk.
And you make him walk, and then you get out of your cart, you put your cigar down, and you swing a stick.
You swing a stick, and you see how many times it takes you to swing the stick, hit the ball into the hole, and then magically, if you hit it the fewest times, you get a golden jacket.
Golden jacket. And from what I've heard, if you're the only person who plays on a certain course, you can be that course's record-holding golf champion.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know? So you could be an awarded athlete, even if you're just
So you're telling
swinging
me
a stick every now
John
and again.
Daly, Rory McIlroy, who's that? Phil, forgot his last name.
These guys are on par with, I don't know, LeBron and people like that.
LeBron, Michael Jordan.
I mean, clearly
Derek Jeter,
on the same level of athleticism as
Ray Lewis.
all those guys you're naming, Peaches. Absolutely.
I say we put all golfers in the NFL Combine. I want to see their numbers. I want to see John Daly run a 40.
It's the Victor Wilt Show. We got Peaches in the house. And Peaches, courtesy of a listener, is going to hook me up with some soda. Mountain Dew Livewire. Huh? And I think I have had that before. You said it's the orange one.
Yes,
So it's just basically orange flavored Mountain Dew.
I guess.
I think so. And yesterday you were saying you don't like orange soda.
I don't.
So if I recall correctly, it tastes like a mixture of orange and Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's kind of a citrus already, so it works pretty good. I seem to recall, though, Peaches, it having a decent amount of caffeine in it.
Ooh.
Because I think I pounded one
Well, you're saying-
after I did my instant coffee shooter one day, and I was like, ah!
You're saying a soda named Livewire has a lot of caffeine in it?
That's what
Who
I'm
would've
guessing.
thought?
Yeah, I might be incorrect, but I seem to remember it having at least a decent amount. Like, some sodas are definitely stronger than others on the caffeine front. Dr. Pepper the other day, I looked at it and was like, it's low enough. I'm okay drinking one of these at this late hour.
Well, I would say that we should definitely do a Mountain Dew tier list. Try all the different Mountain Dews.
All right.
Because we have a loyal listener, Captain Zach, who has, I would say, every single Mountain Dew flavor possible.
He gave us a few different cans that one day.
Yeah.
A couple months ago. And they were all good. The thing is, to me, most of them taste almost the same. You know, they got the Mountain Dew flavor with a hint of something else. It's all basically Mountain Dew.
And there's a ton of sugar in every Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Way worse than most sodas.
Like twice as much as a Dr. Pepper, for sure. And I think that might be why I struggle to pound down a Mountain Dew. Like, I had a can in my fridge for a while, and one day I was like, I'm going to drink this Mountain Dew. And it was very sweet, and I like sweets. And I'll mow down ice cream like nothing else.
You should really go for like a couple weeks just drinking water, and then all of a sudden...
What, you turn into hydro
and
homie on me?
No, but then all of a sudden trying Mountain Dew after that, and you're like,
Oh.
whoa.
Yeah, it would be brutal to go water only for a few weeks and then just straight full sugar Mountain Dew, and get the kind that's made with real sugar too. I think they do that as well. I don't know though, the high fructose corn syrup might be more brutal than real sugar, at least on the senses. Because I know the Pepsi with real sugar, it's just good. It doesn't have quite that same
Same with like Mexican Coke.
Yeah, which is just Coke made with real
cane
sugar.
Yeah.
It's definitely better. Tastes better, for sure. But I don't know what happened. At some point, I've started to not like Coca-Cola as much. I mean, I'm just cola in general. If I'm going to have a soda, I'm like, give me one of them Dr. Peppers.
We have people who work for Coca-Cola listen to the show.
Well, that's fine. Why don't you hook it up with some Dr. Pepper? That's a Coke product. What is Pepsi's? Is it Mr. Pibb?
That's Mountain Dew.
Yeah, but what's their Dr. Pepper? Is it Mr. Pibb?
I thought Mr. Pibb was discontinued. That was one of my sister's favorite sodas.
I don't. Mr. Pibb, owner. Let's see. It says that's Coca-Cola as well.
I thought Pepsi was like brisk iced tea and all that fun stuff.
What is... Hold on. I can't type. What is Pepsi's Dr. Pepper?
I thought Pepsi looks like... Oh, no. Wait.
I thought... I'm pretty sure that the at least the Coke distributors distribute Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Dr. Pepper is actually an independent brand.
Yeah.
Mug root beer is Pepsi.
Yeah. Keurig owns Dr. Pepper. But I remember when I worked at a variety of stores that Coke, whoever, would deliver the Coke products would deliver Dr. Pepper. But I thought Pepsi had their own Dr. Pepper clone. Dr. Pepper clones, because I know there's Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb, we got Dr. Bold, Dr. Shasta. Yeah, maybe Dr. Thunder. These are all just grocery store brands. Yeah, I don't know if Pepsi makes their own. Huh. Because most,
There's salt.
Like Pepsi, I think, has A&W, and Coke has Barks for root beer.
Well, Pepsi has Mug.
Is it Mug?
Yeah.
Is it Mug? Okay.
I just said
It's
that not
Mug.
too long ago.
Yeah. I don't know. It gets very confusing. And when it comes to root beer, I'm with you on the legit bottled, hardcore root beer is where it's at. It's got a lot more bite and flavor.
Yes.
It's kind of like ginger ale. That crap that comes in a can. Schweppies. Get out of here with that.
Then there's that one.
Give me the stuff that rips your face off.
The one soda that I drank that was the Ann Bull.
I'm pretty sure you could have said it, but that's fine.
No, I'm not going to say
It's named for a rooster. We'll call it Rooster and Bull.
One of the worst things I've ever had.
Those are good, but they got too much sugar. I like the, there's another kind that comes in like a red and yellow bottle, and it says like extra spicy or something on it. Extra. That stuff. Nah, I like a ginger beer that'll just rip your face right off.
There was a lot of people upset with my tier list because Cactus Cooler wasn't on there. And that's an elite soda.
Well, you had pineapple something on there.
Pineapple Fanta.
Yeah. Cactus Cooler's good. Yeah, it's top quality. Pineapple soda, it's good stuff. Making me thirsty for soda. Go get that Livewire. Go get that Livewire. We'll test it in the hall, and we'll come back and let you know what we think. I'm pretty sure I've had it, but we'll try it. Hey, if you would like to meet me in person, whoa, East Idaho D-list celebrity Victor Wilt in person, that's right. You can come see me at the Farmers Market, the Idaho Falls Farmers Market this Saturday. I'll be there early. Things kick off at about 9 a.m., and that is when I will be there in the all-new Riverbend Media Group booth with one of our Riverbend Media Group vehicles. I'll be sitting there talking radio, advertising one of our, or three of our many great music channels like K-Bear, Alt, Cannonball. Maybe we'll be talking the Z103 family of radio channels. Yeah, like Throwback, Vibes, regular old Z103. Maybe we'll be talking classy. I don't know. You need to come see me. Farmers Market's always a lot of fun. And let's bring up the old weather forecast. Because when I looked at this last night, I was like, I'm right. For having to be outside on a Saturday, that's looking pretty decent. Now, I don't trust the weatherman 5 days out, but I still like to have hope. Hope in my existence. And it's still looking pretty good. Still looking wonderful for Saturday morning. Things cooling down a bit, with highs on Saturday supposedly going to be in the mid-80s. They're saying 84 in Idaho Falls right now. Compare that to today, 97. Ugh, yuck, not a fan. 84, all right. A little bit more of a fan. Anyway, I'll be at the farmer's market from about 9 o'clock to noon. We'll be hanging out as a staff. I think Josh is going to be there. Josh from Classy. From about 10:30 to 2 or something, or 11 to 2. I don't know. We're going to be there all day. So come hang out at the Idaho Falls Farmers Market. Meet local celebrities. Whoa! Me and Josh Tyler. I mean, this is pretty wild. Pretty wild to give you an opportunity to meet celebrities of this caliber. All right? We might have some stuff too, some swag. So come see us, and we'll like talk to you and stuff. We'll say hi. Yeah. Looking forward to it. See you then. All right, I gotta say I'm feeling a little personally offended right now. And I want to break it down for you why. I feel like I'm being personally attacked. I don't know. By people I don't even know. All right? Looking through the news, because that's what I do to try to find content for this radio show. See what's going on in the world, and occasionally I'll talk about it. And I try to avoid delving into the world of politics, because people get upset, but I'm not going to stand for these personal attacks. Apparently, it's a major problem to a lot of people. If you have a laugh that would be classified as a cackle, yeah, like it's some kind of shame upon you, what does that mean? I've had many people tell me I'm a cackler. That's right. Come on, are you people going to bail on this show because I laugh? I mean, if you tune in to me and Lieutenant Crane on Fridays during traffic school powered by the Advocates, it's relentless cackle. It's just a storm of cackle. I just want to note that, I don't know, political attack videos where you're showing somebody laughing, I don't think that's a good way to try to drag somebody down. Look at this person. They're having fun. Shame. This current timeline that we're living in, this current election cycle roller coaster, it is so crazy. So crazy with the ups and downs, the twists and turns. And you never know what to expect day to day. I didn't expect to see there's people laughing. I want more frowns. So I want to apologize to all of our listeners that don't like cackling. I can't help it. It's how I laugh. I know it's kind of an annoying laugh, but I can't help it. It's my real laugh. Cackling. I didn't think, again, that something I'm known for would be becoming a political attack point in 2024. I will say that having laughing in the news, that makes me kind of happy, though. The news has been just, the end is coming. The end is near for so long. Just some news about people laughing is like, okay, that's where we're at now? Okay, cool. I'll take it. A little breather from all the doom and gloom is so nice. I'm sure tomorrow it'll be different. Yeah. I mean, Russia still exists. So, I'm just going to enjoy the breather of knowing that I'm a scourge for my cackling. And I'll try to work on it. What's a nice normal laugh like? I can't do it. That's funny. Now, that still sounds kind of like my cackle. It's been a nice one today. I had fun, and I'm sorry that I laughed. Come on, people. Don't let laughter get you down. That was just a surprising one to me. I don't know how I missed that. Apparently laughing was a problem back in the day, too, but, last cycle. But I didn't know laughing was such a negative. Speaking of negative, Peaches is on his way in. You coming in to critique my laugh, bro? You got a problem with it?
No, I like your laugh.
Well, Peaches, it's kind of a cackle. And I hear cackling's no good.
Oh.
I'm never going to be able to run for office, Peaches. How am I supposed to get that seat on the city council with a cackle like this? I'll stand up. I'll stand up.
There you go.
And now I can really project my cackle.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. What's on your notepad?
Focus meeting stuff.
Oh, okay. Just thought you might have some notes for me on my upcoming political campaign.
I feel like you've already gotten it down.
I see number one, no laughing. Peaches. But that's what I do. All I do is try to have a good time. What about crying? What if I just cry? Is that okay?
Sure. More dramatic effect. We know how much you love crying on the radio as it is.
I love crying on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, I had such a great time in all my years working on the radio. And I can't believe it without all of you. I don't know what I would do. Radio DJs just bawling on their last day. Just go home and do a podcast, dude. It's not like it's the end of the world. I will never talk into a microphone again. Like, you can buy them on, Amazon, bro. I bet if I got on Facebook Market right now, Peaches, I could find a microphone.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Then you just put it on a little stand. You're hanging out at home, and you're like, hang on, everybody. We're going to do it on the radio show.
Waking up at 4 a.m. You annoy the family. Hey, now.
We're doing a morning show for everybody inside the house.
Hey, could you imagine when one of the local guys retires? He goes home and does a podcast, and all you hear is, good, coming from his house.
I just got a good TikTok video idea. Because I actually opened TikTok again today. You fire up the camera, and you go around your house, and right at 6 a.m., you hold the microphone. It's not hooked up to anything, but you just go around and do morning show for people that are sleeping in your home. Good morning! Hey, we're here. We're going to check in on this day in history and also today's holidays. But first, we're going to start with birthday. People in your house, just leave me alone. What are you doing? Get out of here.
It's National Cucumber Day.
That's right. Morning, everybody. Okay, let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. I can sleep till 8 o'clock. What are you doing? Some morning shows start at 5. We're moving earlier tomorrow. Next week, starting Monday, kicking things off at 5 a.m.
Next week, I'm getting a new co-host. There's some random woman coming in the house.
Yeah, you just bring, now we're doing morning zoo. We got just 3 people.
You got an air horn?
Oh, yeah, you got to have the air horn. Just a little, computer in your hand that it makes button sounds. Oh, we're going to take some callers here.
You call somebody on your cell phone. But then you're also recording the TikTok, so who are you going to call?
That's why you have the friends, the co-hosts.
Oh.
You got them dealing with the sound effects end of things and dealing with the callers. And you just record. You got to get one of those things that straps around your neck.
We're going to do a live remote. I'm going to go to the coffee shop.
Yeah. You show up at McDonald's. We're broadcasting live, everybody, from McDonald's. They've got their current deals, whatever they are.
How much for my order? What?
Prices have really increased, but that's why you use the McDonald's app where you can save 40% on your next Egg McMuffin.
Sir, pay at the first window, and then you go to the first one. Hey, by the way, this new survey says 2 out of 5 people hate pickles. What's your feeling?
It's a great idea. Morning show on the go.
There you go.
That's right. That's
you shouldn't have said it publicly on the air.
I know, because Roper's going to steal it.
Oh, he already does that.
I know. Any idea we throw out there, Roper's going to steal it. Morning show on the go.
But wouldn't it be funny just to see him fake that accent in the drive-thru?
Can
I get a Big Mac?
No radio show has stole my idea for a name of a morning show, though. Woke with Victor Wilt. It's like waking up. For some reason, nobody steals that one. I don't understand it. I thought it would be
Wilt.
Getting woke, because we've got plenty of waking up. So what about getting woke?
Yeah, sure. We have Wake Up Class in 97 right there.
Exactly. They already took it. So I got to figure out my own way to wake people up. And, waking up's already taken. So I don't know. Why do people get weird about that, Peaches? It's just a word, right?
Sure, yeah.
People are so crazy. Thank you again for tuning in to the Victor Wilt Show. This program's a production of River. Why can't I say that?
No,
God.
I have to say Riverbend Media Group.
Riverbend Media Group. This program's a production of God. This program's a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.